morning, it's Sharon here and welcome to my channel. I'm going to start my winter wonderland journal. I'm using the Pink Monarch kit, Winter Wonderland, but I'm also adding some extra pages. This is the kit. I love it. Some pages I've left blank. Other pages I've printed on the back. Now with this one, this is from the Digital Collage Club, Forest Friends. This is a freebie from Scrimping Mummy. The backs are in Pink Monarch Shabby Chic papers. That's from the kit from Pink Monarch. And I believe this is from, oh dear, Antique Papery. So I thought it went sort of quite well. There's some blues and things in this and some browns. So I thought there was a bit of everything in there. So I'm using that. And I may use some of these, which is, whoops, that's the ephemera I haven't cut out yet. Which is the pretty florals from Ruby and Pearl, because there is some florals in here that I quite like that go with the kit. So I might use some of them. To make the cover, I've got a piece of craft card. I think it's about 250, 200. I'm not exactly certain. Now I'm going to do a oh dear, what do you call it? Spine. I'm filming this on New Year's Day. And yes, we went out, but during the day yesterday. Right, but this probably won't come out for a few weeks. Finding my middle here. And then I'm going to go 2/8, quarter of an inch. Sorry, either side. No, that's not right, is it? Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Quarter of inch either side. So I've got a 1/2 inch spine. And then I will turn it and do the same here. Got to get this right, haven't I? Roughly. There and there. And then I will get my scoreboard. So if I put that there, I know I will get that straight. And there. Okay. Sorry about all that clunking. Fold this over, making sure it's level. Burnish. And then fold this over. Yeah. And burnish. Now my plan, I've got that, is I'm going to do the spine first with some paper or material, I'm not sure yet, and inside, because I then want to punch 2 holes, and I'm going to put I'm doing 2 signatures and they're both going in with elastic so that you can change them. So I've got to get myself some material. Okay, I've gone and inked round. I'm using walnut stain all round this side. I haven't done that side yet. What I've done, I've got some papers here and some envelopes I'm going to use on the inside. These are from Sam Paul, I think. So I want to put that in there with a couple of envelopes over the top. And then the same on the back. There. But before I do any of that, I haven't decided on papers or anything. I'm going to, and I haven't put my glue upside down. I'm going to stick some lace. I was looking for some material to reinforce, but I struggled. And then I tried paper. So what I've done, I've put a bit of extra card down the middle there, and then I'm putting this on top. I mean, it would probably be all right just with this card. It's very thick. I would think it's about 300, but I just wanted to make sure. So I'm just going to put the 3-in-1 down the middle here and put this lace down. So that's done like that, and it does fold up fine there. So that's okay. I'll leave that to dry, and I think I'm going to position these, which I think actually are in quite a good place. So I'm now going to glue these down, but I'm going to use, ouch, my, oops, oh dear, I can't see. I'm going to use my tacky glue. Okay, that's both of them down. I have sort of swapped the envelopes around, so they're going to flap open like that, and then this is like that. This is the back, this is the front. So I'm putting these on here. So everything has been inked, so I'm not sure what on earth I'm putting on any of these just yet. So I will get these down first and then decide what papers. I think I'm using the Pink Monarch kit, but she's actually only got 5 pages in it, which is fine, but I like using the pages for decorating as well. But I've also got a digital collage kit, which is a woodland themed kit. So I'm thinking I will print some of those pages out for decoration. It's a very similar kit. Open that up. So that's them done. Leave all that to really dry out. And I've also got my signatures together. That's going to be the front one. I will just quickly flip through these. This is Digital Collage Club, and I enlarged it. Some vintage magazine paper. I've made sort of a pocket tuck. This is some vellum. When I used to do the groovy, which I still do but not as much, I've got a few pads, so I thought I'd start using it. As I said, shopping my stash and trying to use up exactly what I've got. So I thought I'd start using some of this sort of thing up in my journals, as I've got a lot of it. A page from the kit. And I've backed it with her Shabby Chic, Pink Monarch Shabby Chic background papers. Coffee paper, dictionary, another page from the kit. These are is a fly leaf at the front of a book, of a vintage book. I thought that went quite well in here. And it was lovely and old. These are from the early 1900s. Coffee paper that I flipped over. A page from a book, a watercolour, teaching you to watercolour landscapes, paintings, and I flipped that up. This was a freebie from Scrimping Mummy, vintage music paper, and a page from the kit, a French-Spanish dictionary, vintage sheet, and a eco-dyed paper, and I can't remember where I got these. I got these a few years ago. I have used them before in other videos. If I can remember, I'll look it up and let you know where I got that. So yes, that's the first signature. there. What I am thinking is I'll do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch because I've got some odd shaped pages in there. I'll do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and then slot them in on the elastics. So this was a page from oh dear, Antique Papery, I think. And what I've done, they were vertical, so I put them onto a landscape page and made 2 sort of A5 sheets page out of them. Again, this is some paper from Clarity Stamps for the background papers for the Groovy. Pink Monarch Shabby Chic. They're very similar pages in each one. This one I folded that way, the Antique magazine. This was 1949, I believe. Page from Pink Monarch's kit, page from the watercolour book, which actually I just cut the top off because I didn't want to lose this bit and fold it up or anything. Vintage music sheet. This is the actual printout size of the ones from the Digital Collage Club. As you can see, they're quite small, so I think I might cut some, print some more of them out to do covering the envelopes and things like that. Pink Monarch prints, coffee paper or tea dye paper I folded up. Another French page book, but I've put it this way, and then on the other side, I'll come to that actually because I'll do it now. Page from the Pink Monarch kit, another tea dyed page from the Flyleaf of the 1900s book, and then the eco dyed paper. And then what I've got as you go through is here, as I've put that up that way, I'm going to glue that to that, but I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to extend the page, but I'm going to make a pocket as well out of it. So I think I'll use this. What I'm going to do is put some glue down the edge here on this here, and then I will put some, this is not coming out again, it's very difficult and I don't know why. Put some glue here and here. This is extremely flimsy paper as well, but it is gorgeous. Look at the colour of it. I'm going to then put this. This is from an old algebra book from the 1930s. Not exactly level, is it? Let's see if I can pull that up and move that over a bit. Mind you, the page probably isn't exactly level. There we go. You see how flimsy it is. The other thing I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to get some washi and put it down here and here, because this is extremely flimsy, this piece. Yeah, I think I'll get some washi for that. So what I'm going to do is just again run. Oh, this is really stuck. It's very difficult to get out. I don't understand why. I must have an airlock or something in it from not using it over Christmas. So yeah, I'm going to put some of this down just to make sure that it sticks. I think this was something I got from AliExpress a while ago, and it's quite, I think it's actually quite good, but to pull it there, and let's cut off the edge here. It's actually quite sticky. Right, and I will do the same here along this bit here. And plus it's decorating it a bit, isn't it, as well, but it would just give it that extra bit of strength there. Oops. Down there. Oh, because it's quite difficult to get off the reel. I want it roughly in the same place. And it is some lovely images on there. I do like this. I actually ended up buying 2 of them by mistake. See, another reason to check what you've got. So I've got another reel of that as well. It's another reason to use it up. Put that away. And then I'm just going to trim off here. There. And then hopefully find where I folded. There. Is where I folded. So this will go in here and back in here. Oh yeah, I like that tape. I like that washi in there. Definitely, I think I'll be using more of that. And then that comes across there. Oh yeah. Right, so those are the 2 signatures, which I say I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, I think, and then you can still take them out and make up your own signatures then as well, or just not reuse these, but at least you'll have the actual folio book, I don't know what you'd call it, journal cover. Okay, so the next stage is I need to go off and print some more papers. Well, I totally changed my mind with the cover, and I went through my collage pages I've got. I can't remember if this is an Artie Mays one, which was a freebie, or an Yvonne Preston, but it was quite neutral, which is what I liked. So I'm going to use this as the front. I hope the glue is operating today. Yep, we are. Sorry, this is a totally different day, and whoops. And again, it's early in the morning, so I've got lights on. So I hope this all works. Right. As I say, I'm making this over a few days, so this is now the 5th of Jan, which here in Spain is 3 Kings Day, which is their Christmas. So there's a lot of parades with the kings coming into the town, and the children go and give them their letters of what they'd like for Christmas, their wishes. It's lovely because they all come in on camels. And whatever size town you live in, they'll have a 3 Kings parade. It's really big over here and spectacular. Some of them, like the Torrevieja, Alicante, where I'm on the outskirts of a big town, Elche, they'll have a big one as well. Okay, so I've put that down, and then I've got these lovely little oh, they're so gorgeous. They're from Little Lady Prairie, and they are like cabinet cards. I've just put this onto the back of a piece of craft card. I've had, well, the kit I've got from Pink Monarch, these collage papers I've had in my stash for absolutely ages, and they sit there and I haven't done anything with them. And the same with these, and they are so lovely. So I'm going to put this down here as a pocket. Okay, so I'm just, not a pocket, it's going to be a sort of a side tuck. Sorry, I said pocket, didn't mean that. So I'm just putting that on there like that. And then what I've also got is a journal card I've made from the kit, from the Pink Monarch kit. I did have to cut it down a bit for it to fit there. I can't put that in yet until that's actually glued. So I will leave that, but there'll be a journal card going in there that will sit sort of there. And then what I've got is these little, I don't know what you call them, front plates, that's the word. I cut them out of a die cut, and these, I think these are Shabby Dabby Doodah. Again, when I first started doing all this, I didn't really take a lot of notice of where I got things from. Well, I did take a lot of notice where I got them from, but what I didn't do was actually write down where I actually got them from. I only started doing that about 9 months into doing all this. So, I'll do it this way around. Oops. So yes, I'm not always certain where I've got everything, but I'm pretty certain these are Shabby Dabby Doodah. And I'm not doing very well with sticking this down, am I? That's it. There, so that's going to go there, like that. I'm going to stick this down totally, so on the front. I'll be truthful, I made a boo-boo. I had decided I was going to put a nice metal, I don't know what you call these plates things in on the front, and then realised I'd stuck this paper down and I shouldn't have done. So I had to go with this. We all make these mistakes, but we can change them around, can't we? So that's on there. And then what I've got is some enamel dots, little small enamel dots. Put like that for a minute. That I'm hoping I can just get. Oh, actually, I know what I'll do. I'll put it on there. That seems sensible, doesn't it? A little bit on there. So I'm using my block to, these are sticky, but I just felt this would be a little bit better and would keep them down. There. And that one. Is that level? Yes. That's good. Right, so I've done that. Put them away. Now I've got to probably wait for all of this to dry because it's not sticking down very well. I might have to use the block on that. But what I have done inside is I've covered the envelopes with some of the papers from the Digital Collage Club. This was from Nick the Booksmith, I think. Some Tracy Fox labels, I believe, and again one of those little cabinet cards with a little cutie fox peeking out. Doesn't he look gorgeous? And then on the inside here again, this is Digital Collage Club with another label I've put on there. And then on the back is this big owl. These are from this collage page, is from Took's Craft Table. As I say, I am determined to basically shop my stash and get what I've got in there, and that includes the digitals that I haven't used for never used some of them. Digital Collage Club, these are from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts. And then that's another one of these lovely cabinet cards. There's some beautiful images she's got, and then a piece from the Digital Collage Club. I haven't put anything inside. What I've done, I was going to slip journal cards in this way, the way the envelopes went, but it was getting to be awkward, so I've just opened up the sides, which I think is a lot easier to put cards in. No idea what I'm putting in there yet. So I just need to let this dry a bit. What I forgot to do while this is drying, I'm going to put some more of this lace down the side here. I'm hoping it will be okay for punching holes through to put the elastics through. So I'm just going to lift it up like that, and then I'm just going to put some block down if it eventually comes down. Yes, it is. Yes. Well, the sun's coming up now and it's looking really nice. As you probably might have heard on the news, we're having a bit of a heat wave. Weirdly, in January, they've never known temperatures like it here in Spain in January. The other day, I burnt the back of my neck sitting in a cafe having breakfast, and the sun was directly on the back of my neck, and I couldn't believe I'd actually burnt it, because normally I think the temperature was about 25 degrees. Because as I say, normally this time of year you don't have to worry too much about all that. So that was a bit worrying. So now I'm putting sun cream back on again when we go out. It does get chilly in at night. Not drastically, but it does get, the temperature does drop. But for whatever reason, we're having this heat wave. Right, oops, hold that in. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to punch the holes. I have, I don't know if you can see, done some marks there and there. I've gone about 1/2 inch up, and as this is a 1/2 inch spine, they're at about 1/4 inch apart. So, and I'm using the little one, the 1/8 of an inch. Let's put that under there so it stays there. I don't punch the envelopes. So I'll start with these. What I think I'll do first is put the first eyelet in. That turned out a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to. I ended up using the handheld crocodile because the big one, I was hoping I could actually push it through and be okay, but it just didn't work at all. So yeah, I ended up with the hand one, and it all went through okay in the end. Got to trim that off there. Right, so the next thing is the elastics to put in. Let's put caught in that. Now, I'd already made sure these all fitted okay. Here are the signatures. Now this is the back, so it's this one that goes in here. There. So it's that. Right there for now. Yeah. That seems okay. Right, now the other one. And then this is the front signature with a gorgeous little deer at the front. And that goes in there. And that's under there. Oh, well, that took a bit of effort. Right. And then that's plenty of room, and they manoeuvre about okay. Right, now I've got to decorate the signatures. So I think I'm going to leave this one here for now, and because I have a few things I want to do for the signatures. No idea what I'm doing on a closure. I just think I might get some ribbon to wrap round, maybe tuck underneath there. I'll see. So thanks very much for getting this far, even with all the mishaps I've had. And I will speak to you all again soon. Don't forget to hit that like button, and thanks very much for watching. Enjoy your new year, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.